We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to say hi. Sarah's getting ready to do a feeding session. Just say hi, Sarah.
Hi.
So give us a few minutes. Share with your friends. They're from Sao Paulo. Oh, what's going on? Good night, Eva. Eve. We will be going live here shortly. Sarah, you want to help get some stuff together first?
Yep.
For the first group of people that have, we need to get a notepad, Sarah, and to write down their names and addresses for those people that are going to get free stuff. Okay. So they're commenting on the right-hand side. So we'll get some stuff together. Let me get my Facebook.
I will get
On Facebook is going to be live.
So where?
No, I gotta turn that off.
Okay, so the camera right there. That
See.
one right there.
Delete. That's going to be a problem if people are calling while I'm.
We're not put it on.
Yes, I got to.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. It's been a long day today. Let me just say that. We have tried really hard to get this set up, but we're not like. I'm not a super IT guy. Well, I'm a little bit of an IT guy, but not like a super IT guy. So. Oh my goodness, I just messed up my screen. But we are live, so we did make that. We got that far.
Yep.
Now we're going to show you some little tips and tricks that we do with our puppies and give away some free stuff. For those of you at home that have been following us for a while, we're going to hook you up.
You need to move that rack by you?
I'm trying to get the Facebook feed done correctly because there's some places that cannot, they don't have the Manmade Kennels set up.
And this is the first time we've done it in this location. So, I'm going to move it. Trash can right here.
All right. I think the puppy cam is live. We have both of them going. So Sarah's going to be in front of this one over here. See, I'm over here behind the camera. And on my Facebook, you can see it. What's up, guys? So there's two different cameras going at the same time. What I'm hoping to do is teach you guys some cool little tips and tricks. Those of you that have been following Beyonce, this is Beyonce. She is our zombie and shadow daughter. She scratched her cornea. So for those of you that are wondering why she's winking, she scratched her eye. And we've been having to do eye drops with her for the last few days. I can't see it on Facebook, but I'm here, guys.
Let's just.
Sarah's going to show you how we set up a nipple, a puppy on the nipple. Set up a nipple. How we set up a puppy on the nipple. And tell you a little story about what's going on with our litter. So Beyonce was scheduled to have a C-section on Friday because she had a very large litter. We knew that it was a very large litter just by the way she was carrying herself. We knew that she would be full term either Friday or Monday because we did two different breedings due to COVID. We weren't able to do our typical IDEX set up because COVID kind of messed us up with the breeding, and we were working with a great kennel out of New Jersey to make the breeding happen. Those of you on Facebook, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so
Beyonce, come on.
when it was time to do the C-section, we brought her in on Friday, and our doctor that we've been using for a long time now, she wasn't comfortable doing the C-section because she hadn't gone into labor and she wasn't 100% sure that it was time. And one of the reasons that you don't want to do a C-section early is because your puppies may come out looking healthy, but after day 2 or 24 to 48 hours, they'll start dying, and that's never a good thing. And so, yeah, Sarah's really hot.
I'm freaking dying.
Sarah's hot.
I live in a sauna right
So
now.
a lot of people, when they have a litter of puppies, for those of you who can't see me, I'm sorry, I'm just behind the camera, but you can hear me. For a lot of people that have like exotic breeders or English Bulldog breeders or breeders that have to do C-sections, a lot of times they'll have their litter of puppies and then they'll lose half the litter because, and they really wouldn't know why. They'll say it's puppy fading syndrome, or they'll say, maybe calcium, the milk wasn't good. But a lot of times that is not the case. A lot of times what it is that the puppies were just, they had a C-section a little too early. And so what we try to do is at least get to the day where she's going into labor and then do the C-section at that time. Or we're trying to hit the days correctly with one TCI. And TCI, if you just do it one time, our doctor will do the progesterone test. We'll know that she's ovulating. We'll put the semen in her at one time, and then we know we can just count the days from that date. But when you are doing artificial insemination, not TCIs, which is similar with using a scope, and you do multiple, well, now you have multiple dates that she could possibly have conceived. And a dog will conceive 57 to 63 days from the time that you did an artificial insemination. And trust me, guys, I want to respond to everybody. For those of you, and we're going to do a giveaway too. So first question, nobody got the answer right. How many males, how many females? It's insane because we had a lot of people say how many males and how many females, but nobody got it right. So I'm going to give you a clue. First person to get it right gets to pick a hat off the shelf, okay? How many males, how many females? There was 8 puppies. All right, so first person to get it right, we'll hook you up. There was 8 puppies. How many males, how many females? Then we'll get back to teaching. All right. So what happens is we hoped that she had taken on the second AI, but more than likely she took on the first. And we decided to wait till Monday to do wait until the weekend to do the C-section. Well, that morning, Saturday morning, we come downstairs and there was a surprise waiting on us. She had gone into labor and she was doing very well. And you guys are really close, but nobody's answered it correctly yet. Let me go look over here on the YouTube channel, see if anybody's answered it correctly yet. I don't think so. So, nope, nobody's answered it right. Oh, Derek Daniels, Derek Daniels, where are you at? Hopefully you're not across the world. Oh, Daniel Montez. Okay, so look, guys, I'm gonna give it to Daniel Montez and Derek Daniels. I don't know if you guys, Sarah, where's your phone at, baby?
Oh,
is it over there charging?
Oh, yeah, it's up there.
Hey, look.
Yay.
Look, Derek Daniels. Derek, call my phone. Call my wife's phone. Can I give your phone number out, Sarah?
Of course. Okay.
All right, so look.
I don't care. Just message me so I can keep it.
How about this? Text message us on Facebook. That's what you do. Go to Facebook Messenger, leave a message. I can see it. And all I need is your address. And what I'll do is I'll let you pick out the hat here shortly. Okay, as soon as we're done, we'll pick out the hat. So it was 5 males, 3 females that we had. We're happy with that. They're all healthy. They're doing great. But Derek Daniels, my name is not. No, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. It was 5 males, 3 females. So that's look at my boy. He's like, my name ain't Derek. No, because Derek got it before you, and so did someone else on YouTube. All right, somebody else got it right. All right, so somebody else got it right. We'll hook you up too. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll do you another favor. How many of the females were champagne? How many of the males were champagne? We'll give away another hat. Or give away a shirt.
Don't go look real quick.
All right, give away a shirt. Okay, so how many of the males were female? How many of them, champagne, how many of the males were female? I messed up. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. But you guys know what I said.
How many were champagne and how many were
there you go.
that color?
There you go. All right. So she went into labor, had 6 puppies. We thought everything was cool. And then it took a while. And now, so some people jump the gun. When a dog is in labor and they start to have their puppies, it literally doesn't, and you have them come back to back to back. When one doesn't come out, that does not mean that, at the same time frame, does not mean that there's something wrong. Sometimes a dog will get extremely tired when they're in labor with that many puppies. And so we knew that there was a possibility that something was wrong, but we weren't 100% sure. And we've been in that situation with plenty of breeds, not just the American Bully, but we've helped with German Shepherds and Rottweilers, another breed of dog. And we knew that it's pretty common for large breeds to get tired after pushing that many. And so after about an hour had passed, we realized that we may need to check up put our hand in there and see if there's anything breached. Once we did that, we realized that there was nothing breached, but she was struggling a little bit. And so we took her for a walk. A lot of times when you take a dog for a walk, and they'll try to squat, and when they squat, they get the gravity and them pushing at the same time kind of helps to push the puppy out. And that's exactly what happened. One of the puppies that came out the sack, and it didn't do too well. You know, we had to work on that puppy. And unfortunately for us, it did not make it. And we worked on that puppy for about 30 minutes, and there's a reason for that. A lot of people will think that, oh, because it was out the sack, it won't come back. And we're telling you the truth of what happened, and the reason we're doing that is because we want you to educate. So we work on that puppy because just because they're out of the sack does not mean that they could not have survived. And we have saved plenty of puppies that way. It's just in this instance, that puppy was not able to be saved. Once that puppy came out, the next puppy that came out was fine. So we had 7 puppies, and then we were just waiting. And we realized that, again, this was a long time in between when the last puppy came out and this next puppy was supposed to come out, and we knew that something may be wrong again. We stuck our finger up there, and this time we could feel the head of the puppy. Now that's a good thing, because if you can feel the head of the puppy, it means it's not breached, and with a little bit of time, she'll end up pushing it out. But what my inexperience did, and me and Sarah both have not really had this problem before, was we didn't realize that the puppy was completely flipped upside down. So we did feel the head, but what we didn't realize was that the puppy was actually upside down, and his shoulders were being blocked. Where the cervix opens up, the shoulders were blocking him from being able to come out. And we stuck our fingers up there, we got around the puppy, we were able to pull, but it was the shoulders were so thick that the puppy wouldn't push through. And so we were stuck, and we had to end up taking her to the emergency room, because another thing that can happen is when a dog is pushing like that, you're actually the inside her vagina, you know, the walls will swell because she's pushing and pushing and pushing, and it can cause problems for her. And you can also cause her area, like, I don't want to say the words because there might be children watching, but that area to get cut. What do you call that, Sarah? We call it when you cut it, you cut the thing. Rip it. Yeah, it's called rip. You can rip that area, and that's very dangerous for a mother dog. And so we took her into the emergency room. We had already given her a couple of shots of oxytocin. For those of you that don't know what oxytocin is, when a dog gets tired, you can usually, for our breed, we give them 1 cc into the muscle, and it will help her to contract. And so we gave her a shot of oxytocin earlier, and that didn't work. And so when we took her in, we went to the emergency clinic. There was so many people there, and it's COVID season, so we weren't able to go in with her. So that was extremely stressful, and we were just, really afraid that, bringing our dog to someone that we don't know to cut her open, especially when we're so close to getting that puppy out. Like, we were so close to getting that puppy out. Were we not, Sarah?
Yes.
Like, we were literally just like maybe this much away from getting that puppy out, and we couldn't get the puppy out.
I mean, it was really stuck.
It was just stuck. So we met a gentleman in there. He's a seasoned gentleman. You can tell that he'd been doing this for a long time. And there was a young vet tech in there who was super sweet. And so we decided, they made us feel comfortable that we needed to do this. Now, making this decision is never easy because you don't know the doctor. And a lot of times when you do a C-section and you don't know the doctor, it's a dangerous task. Anesthesia is always a big something that you have to worry about. And then the cleaning, the cleanliness of the clinic. Now, what can happen a lot of times when you're doing a C-section in a place, especially like an emergency clinic, is that the C-section goes great, but if they don't clean up, if it's not clean in the environment where they're working, your dog may catch an infection from going in there and getting cut open. And the next day, they'll give her a course of antibiotics trying to protect themselves, but if they don't do a really good job of keeping her clean, you'll end up with a dog that has pyometra. And it happens too many times. A lot of times they'll blame the fact that you came in on an emergency situation. They'll say, oh, well, you came in with a puppy that was stuck, and so that's why, your dog got pyometra. That's usually, I mean, if they cut open the female, they should be able to clean it out well enough, especially if it hasn't been that long to where your girl doesn't catch pyometra. And they should give her a good enough antibiotic to where she's fine. And so these are all dangers that happen. People lose their dogs all the time. I'm sure there's people that are watching this video that said this has happened to them. And so, we were really nervous. We went in there and we brought the puppies with us. Now, why do we bring the puppies with us? Because we don't know how long it's going to be. This could be something that's going to last, 1 hour, or we could be there for 8 hours, and these puppies need to eat. And like I'm saying, we got there around 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, Sarah?
Yes.
We got there, and sure enough, we didn't do the surgery till like 9 o'clock at night, and these puppies had not eaten.
I mean, they had to wait a couple hours for them to do their assessment, so they can get the feel of it. It took forever.
It sucked. So we had to go home, and Sarah, luckily Sarah is a pack rat. Sarah had some newborn puppy milk, and we do not use it like the bottle says. So you don't have to follow us. You can follow the bottle if you want to. But newborn puppy milk, we like to cut it. We cut it with a little bit of water because a lot of time that milk is extremely rich, and it can cause your newborn puppies to get constipated. And so we use the milk, but we cut it and we warmed it up. And, just like a baby, you put it on your wrist, make sure it's warm, and then feed it to them. And we only gave them, half an ounce? An ounce?
Yes. Not even that.
Not even that much, really. You're just looking at the stomach, make sure they're good.
I mean, I fed them, too, like all the way up until they
So each of them got fed. And then we tried to hold out till Beyonce was back before we fed them again, because we don't want their stomach getting constipated or them getting bloat, especially not at this age. Once Sarah fed them, she went behind and she put some warm distilled water up their butt to make sure that they use the bathroom, because mom's not going to be doing that for a while. And we've had zero problems. Now, when they did the C-section, that puppy that was stuck, remember we have 7 puppies, and there's a puppy that's stuck. They did the C-section. Before they did that, they did an ultrasound to see if there was any more puppies. And there was another puppy behind that puppy, but they said the heartbeat had stopped. And that more than likely these 2 puppies are going to come out and they're not going to be alive. And so, we weren't counting on that. We were like, okay, we had 7 puppies. She's happy. She's healthy. Let's do the C-section. Let's get it going. And when they removed that puppy, they brought the other puppy out. I had told them, please make sure you look at that puppy, because I think it might still be alive. I don't think the sonogram. And she's like, the vet techs agreed with me that sometimes the sonogram doesn't find it because there's a lot of fluids moving around. And so when that vet tech brought her out, she double checked to make sure that the puppy wasn't alive. And she said she could see a heartbeat on the neck. Now, one of the things that you can do with a puppy, you want to show them real quick, Sarah?
Yes.
Well, anyway, I'll just tell you.
Okay.
On the neck of a dog, a puppy, right here, you can actually see the heartbeat and feel the heartbeat. And so a lot of times when you don't see them breathing, when they come out, you could look right here on the neck and you'll see a pulse. Now, for those of you that are on YouTube, let me show you. Okay, I'm just going down here. Okay. So right here on the neck of a puppy, you can see the pulse of the puppy. And you're just going to hold the puppy upside down and look on the neck. And even though they're not breathing because they just came out of the sack, you can still see that the pulse is there. And that's when you know you have to work on that puppy. And when I say work on that puppy, I don't mean pat on the back. I mean shake that puppy like it was like you want that thing to come back to life. And you're going to shake him really good. Don't break any of his bones or her. You're going to shake him really good, and you're going to clear all the amniotic fluid out of that puppy that you can. You're going to pat that puppy on his back real good. And when you see that heartbeat, it means that they're alive. They just got to get some oxygen in them. And you're not going to try to go in there and blow oxygen, because a lot of times when you blow oxygen into their mouth, you're blowing at a pressure that's too strong for their lungs. So you want to try to let them do it on their own, and you can press on their side, the left side of their rib cage. You can press on it, and then you can pat. But when you shake that puppy up real good, you're going to see that it's going to go. And when you see that, that's a great sign. That means that your puppy's on its way to coming back to life, and things are going to work out. For those of you that have won something earlier, big shout out. Make sure that you send us a message on Facebook or on our YouTube channel, Messenger. And we're gonna make sure that we get this stuff out to you. You get to pick. You're gonna get to pick which hat you want. Okay. While we're in the middle of doing this, let me give you guys another giveaway. So, what's the question that we want to ask, Sarah? What's the question? How about we just do a giveaway? How about that? All right, let's see somebody that lives in the state of Georgia, Florida, South Carolina. Anybody in those states? First person to tell me they live there, we're gonna give something away, and then we'll pick some other states. All right, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. It can be on Facebook or it can be on YouTube. All right, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. You got 10 seconds. We'll pick another state. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and then we'll continue the story, okay? Oh, there we go, North Carolina. We're going to roll with that. We're going to roll with, dang, one state off. WL, where you at? No, sorry. Ezekiel, man, you already know. I'll throw you some stuff, so I got to give somebody else something. Ezekiel, you're going to get something too. So Ezekiel, send me something. Derek, you already won something, so let's go ahead. WL, I don't know who you are, but send me a message. We're going to hook you up. Reese Robinson, send us some stuff, and we're going to hook you guys up, all right? Stephanie, send us a message. We're going to send some stuff out to you, okay? So we got so many things to send out. Make sure you send us send us a message on Facebook or on YouTube, and we'll hook you up, all right? Reese Robinson, yes, we got you. You are going to be hooked up. We'll take care of you. We'll send you out some free stuff, and we'll get back to sending out free stuff here shortly, okay? Hey, Greg, we're going to send you something anyway, Greg. Greg, you're good people. We love you, man. So go ahead and send us a message with your information. We're going to be loading up care packages this week. Okay, so where was I at in the story, Vivian?
Hold on. I don't know. You were at the vet.
Okay, so we had this puppy. We did the C-section. We removed the puppy. The puppy came out. They thought it was dead. They saw the pulse. They brought the puppy back to life, and we brought her home. Now, one of the things that we noticed when we brought that puppy home was the death cry. Anybody that has puppies, they'll know what the death cry sounds like.
Oh,
it is a puppy that is It sucks. It is one of the worst noises you'll ever hear, and your heart is broken from the moment you saw that puppy until the moment you have to bury that puppy. And it's just a very, very hard noise to listen to.
It's not always the death cry, but
it's the death cry. That's what I call it.
They don't die every time they cry like that.
But see, that's the thing is when you're blessed. I'm a super blessed person because I got a wife that is a beast. When we get the death cry, I cry a little bit and I say, Sarah, please. Sarah, please don't let this puppy die. And it's not really that difficult. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it probably is difficult. I mean, but there are ways to fix this. There's a couple of things going on when your puppy has a death cry. More than likely, it's colic, right? Is that right, Sarah? Colic?
I mean, yeah. It could be, yeah.
More than likely, the stomach's knotted up, right? And there's a couple of things that the mistakes that people make. First of all, the puppy wouldn't suckle, wouldn't latch on. His tongue would go all around the nipple, but it wouldn't latch. So that's an indication that the puppy's weak. And this puppy has been stuck and pressed on the whole time for about 5 hours, trying to get out. So yes, I can see that it's having a hard time. It may even be damaged. Maybe some of the ribs are hurting. The puppy's been pushed. So it's probably in some pain. Not to mention that it's screaming and crying, letting us know that it is in pain, and it's not wanting to eat. It's not wanting to eat like a normal puppy, like all the rest of them are thriving. And so we have a good idea that this puppy's not going to make it, and we don't want this puppy to die. We want her to just survive and thrive. And so I beg my wife to please don't move from the puppy's side and do what you do, Sarah. And so she hydrated the puppy. That's the first thing that she did. She hydrated the puppy, and doing that, she just pinched the skin up. We have a bag of saline over there. She gave it 1 cc of fluids, and then she put a little bit of Cairo syrup on the gums, and then she started to massage the puppy. We did clear the puppy out. She put a little bit of distilled water up the butt and cleared the puppy out, and then we did small feedings. What was the tube that you used, Emma?
I had like a baby.
So we're going to show you. For those of you at home watching on YouTube, She's gonna
It's
show
like
you.
super
Show them right here,
small.
Sarah, right here. So this right here, guys, it's really, really small. You can use a bigger one. But what we're not trying to do is we're not trying to fill that stomach up on the puppy. We do not. This is what they use for gas relief, infant gas drops. So if you use Gas-X, we just use this right here. We do not want to fill the puppy's stomach up because anything that's in that puppy's stomach is going to be pressing against the lungs, and they're already having a hard time breathing, and they're not wanting to eat. So we're just giving a little bit at a time, and then we're stimulating a little bit at a time and stimulating. And after the first 24 hours, she stopped whining, right, Sarah? Is that right?
Yeah, she cried all night.
And Sarah even came upstairs. She was scared. She's like, I don't know, baby. I'm doing everything I can.
Every time I go put her down,
she said, I'm doing everything I can, sir. Let these talk to our family on YouTube. Tell them what you did, sir. Tell them what you did.
I babied her all night long. I had to hold her like 24/7, constantly hold her up and like keep her propped up and like massage her belly would be the only way to keep her quiet.
Oh, is that my boy? Where's my boy? Is that my boy? Hold on.
David Lloyd?
No, who's above David? Hold on. I saw somebody say something about the neck. Who was it? Say it again. Say it again.
Had a situation.
So that's a 1 ml syringe. David, my brother, my partner at Manmade Kennels, David just kind of cleared up. I'm not really good with words. I'm trying to tell a story and I'm all over the place. But so she took care. She started doing that with the puppy. What you do need to do, I don't know how many times you hydrated her, Sarah, but I'm sure you hydrated her multiple times, right?
Yes,
the reason that we hydrated her is because we don't want to fill her stomach up. We want her stomach to heal. We want whatever's causing the knots in her stomach to pass so that she can start to eat on her own again. If we tube feed her or we bottle feed her too much, especially if we're bottle feeding a formula, because remember that she's not getting the colostrum from the mom and the antibodies from the mom. If we do too much of that, we might cause her to become constipated when she's already having a problem with her stomach, and then she might end up dying. So we're just trying to keep her alive while her body starts to figure out what's going on and she can start to pass whatever it is that's knocked up in her stomach. And so we hydrate her. That's just to keep her alive, and then we give her just enough to survive of food. And that's the milk that we're talking about. And Sarah would also, in between that, try to get her to suck on the nipple so that she could get some of the colostrum and the nutrients from her mother, because the mother's milk has got a lot of fat and a lot of nutrients that will keep that puppy alive. And so she did that. And after about 24 hours, I came back down and just to get a check because I'm so nervous. I don't want to be all within her space. I came back down and I noticed that she was trying to latch onto the nipple. And I remember Sarah telling me, I'm just going to hold her mouth against the nipple and let's see if we can get her to latch. And so she pulled that nipple separate. She pushed she put the puppy's mouth up there and you could see the tongue come out. And Sarah just kind of corrected it and she held it there and the puppy latched onto the nipple and actually got a good feeding session. Well, what's really cool about that is the next feeding session that puppy was going to get, when Sarah goes over there to help the puppy get on the nipple, it was already on the nipple. Was that correct, Sarah?
Mm-hmm. She did it all by herself. She did
it all by herself. And those are huge victories because anybody that's heard the death cry knows that it's like a 9 out of 10. You're not going to save that puppy. People that know that they hear puppy fading syndrome. I'm not a believer in puppy fading syndrome. Maybe science says it is true. I just don't believe it because I've seen so many puppies that come out, underdeveloped or, maybe a C-section done early, that if you do the proper techniques and the proper care for that puppy, you can keep that puppy alive. They say puppy fading syndrome has to do with underdeveloped or they really don't know, but I'm just going to tell you, you keep a dog hydrated, you keep them free of bacteria and viruses like, cuts, bruises, whenever you're touching the umbilical cord, you keep it clean and you keep that dog on good nutrients while it's young, warm. Our temperature in here right now is about 87 degrees. Do you have that? You have the humidifier?
Trust me.
You have that temperature thing? Just to show them. Show them on YouTube. Show them on YouTube. Oh, she had it covered. So it's 82 right now because she had it covered up, and the humidity is at 63, which isn't the greatest, but we try to keep that around 87 degrees, 85 to 87 degrees, and you keep that puppy warm, you keep that puppy hydrated, and you keep that puppy eating good nutrients. and stimulate it. That's the big key, right, Sarah?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Stimulate it. You can usually get through whatever it is they're having problems with in the beginning. A lot of times it's the cold that's killing them. You can check the temperature up their butt. You can put a thermometer right up their butt. A puppy's temperature, I don't know what they're doing. A puppy's temperature is usually around 97 to 99 degrees. It's just how a puppy's temperature is. For those of you at home, 97 to 99 degrees for a puppy's temperature. Now, a dog's temperature is 101.5. So that doesn't mean that if you get that puppy, Sarah, will you?
Yes, I will. Oh,
somebody's getting a spanking. For those of you at home, we have 4 children, and we are old school. You see this hand right here? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But we are old school. Like, we don't let our kids ain't gonna be disrespecting me or Sarah or anybody. But we have some good kids, so we really don't have to worry about that too much. And right now, they're being disrespectful because they're upstairs stomping around, and I heard Eddie yelling at his sister, so he's in trouble. For those of you, if you guys can't see what's going on, I'm gonna pick this up, so don't kill me, okay? I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna bring you guys over here so you can see. Check that out. Check that out, Facebook. There we go. Y'all stop hearing my big voice the whole time talking. Y'all can check out Mama. Those of you at YouTube, you guys are amazing. We love you all so much, especially our YouTube followers, because that's where we need the followers. We need people to share our YouTube. We really would love to be at 100,000 followers. 50,000 will be great too, though. We're close to 50,000. If you have friends and family at home that you don't mind sharing our YouTube channel with, please tell them to go subscribe. We really appreciate it. We work really hard to make sure that every video that we put out has some sort of educational information for the community, because we want to make sure that we're teaching and helping people save money. We don't want them to lose puppies at the same time. So, we're working extremely hard to make that happen, and we want to be able to share that with the world. So if you can get people to subscribe, we'd appreciate it. And Beyonce is freaking awesome, man. Like, we do have some cool announcements coming up at Manmade Kennels. We're gonna be announcing those things here in the near future. What was it, baby?
What do you think?
It was Eddie.
Eddie and Brianna.
Look, I called it. It was Eddie and Ariana, guys. I called it. Did you ever get that ground beef?
No, but it's right.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, she's relaxing right now. So let's show them a couple of
Everything's
the
situated.
Let's show them a couple.
Oh yeah, it's situated.
All right, so Sarah's gonna show. You want to show them how to latch,
Yeah.
how to latch a puppy onto the nipple? Go ahead, baby. Right through there.
Sorry.
Good job.
Sorry.
All right, so Sarah's gonna show you.
Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see everything. Look.
Okay.
So let me see if you can see on
I
YouTube.
see what David said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look, David said he'll do a woodworking giveaway if we hit 50,000 and 100,000. So he's gonna give away some woodworking stuff. Hey, Braxton, my brother from DDK, North Carolina. I love this dude. We don't deal with a lot of outside kennels because there's a lot of drama, and they don't really they act like they love you, but they don't love you. But I'm gonna say DDK has been freaking amazing. Like that, Braxton, Marlon, the whole crew up there. No matter how big they get, no matter how big we think we're getting, there's so much love there, and we're willing to help each other out no matter what. And it's just been really good to have them as a part of our family. And so big shout out to Braxton, DDK North Carolina, and all the DDK team. Marlon, everybody, love you guys. And so we're trying to do more education videos. Sarah, so the reason we're going to show you this part is because people will get their puppies out and they'll call me and they'll say, I can't get the puppy to latch onto the nipple. I don't think that they want to latch onto the nipple. And so it's not as easy as you would think. Some puppies they're either really, really tired, or some puppies are just, they just don't know. They don't know how to latch yet. And so, Sarah, what was the first thing you do? She grabs the nipple and sees it, make sure it has milk first, right?
Yeah.
So show them that part. So she squeezed the nipple. She's got the nipple. It's got a little bit of milk that comes out. So
and then I take my fingers, use the nails. I know they're horrible. Take the finger, like open it to kind of open their mouth a little bit.
She opens the mouth with the finger.
And then I just flip it on. If they don't take it, usually they'll try to like sniff it themselves. There they go.
So she just takes the finger on the corner of the mouth, make sure that mouth opens up, and she'll slide the mouth over top of the nipple. Now, some reasons why your puppy will not suckle, and a lot of people don't know, is because they may have a soft palate. Now, that's not good. Soft palate or cleft palate. An indication that your dog has a soft palate is when they're sucking, the milk keeps coming through the nose. As they're sucking and they're sucking really, really hard, the milk just keeps on coming through the nose. Sarah, do you mind showing them on YouTube a couple of let's show them one of the males. Do you have a champagne male?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Okay. So here's one of the champagne males, because YouTube, you guys are loyal. I'm not able to move you around as much.
Okay, sorry. I don't know what camera I'm
No, this one right here, sir. You're on this one.
I'm looking at
that's Facebook. That's Facebook.
I know, but okay.
This is YouTube, right here. Right here.
Okay.
Sarah, you can't see yourself on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You're right here on this one.
Okay, I'm confused.
Look, there's too many cameras and screens. Sarah doesn't know where to look.
Okay.
Anyway, Sarah's got the head flopping around like a crazy woman. But this is one of our champagne puppies. Was it 2 days old? Very beautiful. But in the mouth, you show them the roof of the mouth, maybe if you don't mind. Right on the top of the mouth. See right there, you can look inside the hole for those of you that are at home. The top of the mouth is where the palate is. And if the mouth, if the top of it's soft, what it will do is when they're sucking, it will actually suck around the nipple and cause it to have a hard time sucking. And they'll suck harder and harder and harder, and then it will just squirt through the nose. And when you see that happening a lot of times that's a soft palate. And so what you need to do is you're going to have to monitor the feeding sessions. You're going to have to be real careful with the feeding sessions and give it some time to get a little bit older, because if you don't, and if you don't clean out that nasal passage, your dog is more likely going to catch pneumonia. What ends up happening is that milk, as it sits in the nasal passage over the next few days, you'll think that everything's good because your puppy's still acting normal. But then after a couple of days of that milk sitting there, it'll get bacteria, and then your dog will get pneumonia, and then you're going to be having some major problems, because fighting pneumonia, you're going to have to call us, because there's a couple little tips and tricks that I'm not going to say over the internet because I don't want my vet getting mad at me. But there are some cool tips and tricks that you can do to combat pneumonia, and Tractor Supply has most of the things you need. All right. What you're seeing right now is the mom stimulating the puppy. Beyonce is cleaning the puppy out, and when she's licking that area, her tongue is cleaning all the pee that may be on their coat. And so it's really cool to watch this go down, because this is going to prevent those puppies from getting those little red bumps on the butt and on the penis area. It's going to prevent that from happening because her tongue is cleaning the urine off of her, or off of the male. And so, yeah, if you don't clean the milk out of the nose when their milk's coming back through the nose, and you can use saline, you can use a bulb syringe and some water. I'd rather have water go down the nose than milk, and you clear it out real good. And you may have to do that every single feeding session. You may have to clean that out every single feeding session, but it's a lot better than having a puppy that gets pneumonia. Okay. And so we give away some more stuff, sir.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep you guys entertained and talk and teach you guys stuff. And you guys can always call 302-272-3625 anytime. We're here to help. I think my kids are on the internet right now.
Are they really?
They are.
Is it lagging?
Yep, it's lagging. So I think my kids are on the internet. They're about to get in trouble again. Yeah. That's just how it works at this house. Like, if you disrespect me, you're going to get in trouble. And so Eddie's upstairs playing Roblox or playing Fortnite while I told them not to be on. And so
I just told them.
Anyway, let's give away some more stuff. It's Dustin. Can Eddie sleep over? Hey, Dustin, tell Eddie to get off the internet before I have to go upstairs and spank him.
Spanking time.
I'm just playing about the spanking, guys. That's kind of like our joke at the house.
Neighborhood kid.
We tell everybody that we're going to spank them, and our kids kind of laugh because we really haven't given spankings for a long time. But we threaten them, and they act like they're scared, but they're really not.
Dad folds real quickly.
Hold on. Yo, Eddie, it's Aiden. What's up, Aiden? All right, so how are we gonna do a giveaway? Hey, David, think of a way we can give away some more stuff. Hey, Howard, we love you, man. We appreciate that. You know, just for saying that to us. Make sure you guys are subscribed. If you won, you better be subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you won something tonight, you had better be subscribed. I know where you live now. I know where you live, and you gotta take a picture. You gotta take a picture of the stuff we send you. All right. So if you win something tonight, you better be subscribed. But hey, we really appreciate it. Hey, send us your stuff. We'll send you out some free stuff. If there's David, think of a way we can give away some more stuff. We've got all types of stuff to give. Anybody want a bandana? Anybody want a bandana? I got some pink bandanas. If you have not won anything tonight and you would like a pink bandana, let us know. Let us know. Who wants a pink bandana that has not won anything tonight? YouTube. Oh, there we go. Bella, we got you a pink bandana. Mary, we got you a pink bandana. All right, send us the address. All you got to do is send us the address and share and subscribe. Show. I don't know what that guy is doing, but send us your address. We got you. All right, Mary and Bella, we got you. We love you guys, and don't forget to subscribe. David, hurry up, man. It's taking forever. What's another thing we can do?
When does Eddie go back to work? What about Zombie?
Oh, when does Eddie go back to work? Hey, Sarah is so ready for me to go back to work. Oh my God.
No, it's not true.
Look, I've been out because of COVID, and then I had neck surgery. And Sarah we have had fun.
I don't think it that way.
For those of you at home that think COVID sucked, it has been an opportunity to just bring your family together.
A lot.
I'm telling you. Hey, Braxton, Braxton, send us your stuff, bro. We're sending you some stuff out. All right, we have become we've been best friends for 14 years.
Yeah, and we
but we have been really close these last few months. And Sarah even massaged my feet. She clipped my toenails.
The hardest part was the neck surgery thing.
What's the gate thing called? So this right here, the gate. They're asking about the gate thing.
Oh, these things.
For those of you at home,
it's amazing. Hold on.
You press this button down right here. Hold on. You press this button right here. I got it. Wait, turn it.
I push it and you fold.
And then you just fold it in. All right.
But see, they intertwine, like they latch at the bottom.
They latch in the bottom. This is called a retriever. Let me see if I can get this. This is called a retriever. And what's really cool about the retriever, for those of you at home, the retriever is 4 foot by 5.
It's perfect.
And so whelping pet boxes are 4 foot by 4. So this retriever is perfect.
It is perfect.
For all of you people at home that don't know, get yourself a retriever. Look, all you breeders out there that do not have a retriever, you ain't gotta say thank you, Man-Made Kennels. But y'all are gonna definitely, you will after this video have one of these.
The best part,
I guarantee you will have one of these. Why? Because it can save you so many dangerous situations. No other dogs getting to your female. Your female's not busting out the kennel. You know, she's gonna stay in there. You can keep your puppies in there. You know, it's just much safer. Your heat lamps attached to it a lot easier. As you can see, all the heat lamps are attached to it. You can just do so many different things.
It's all one piece. The pieces are all
and it's not heavy. It's portable and it's cheap. It's not even expensive. Like I think we paid like $130 for it, right, baby?
Yep.
We paid $130 and we bought all of them, all the ones that we saw up there. So you guys, if you're having a litter of puppies, we definitely recommend that you get this. And David and Scott White, and Jake from Man-Made Kennels, Florida. David also, they're going to be making some incubators soon. So hey, y'all help us get to that 50,000, and maybe they'll customize an incubator for you. And Man-Made Kennels will pay for the shipping and get it sent out to you. So please, let's get to that 50,000 on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. Share this with all your friends and family. And if you want to learn something, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're losing puppies on the a lot, if you're having problems with parvo, if you're having problems with moms not taking in the puppies or getting pregnant, there's an answer for everything. One of the big things that we tell people is make sure you have a good multivitamin. We use, let me show you, as you all know. I mean, you guys definitely know. But we use Bully Aid, obviously, you guys know. And all we do is mix that into their food. Sarah's supposed to feed Beyonce right now.
Oh, shoot, I forgot. See, guys? I'm
We're
tired.
supposed to give Beyonce a snack.
I forget.
Well, you want to put the puppies in the thing real quick? Here, I'll give this to you. All right, so we'll put the puppies up here.
I'm melting over here in this heat lamp.
Sarah's gonna put the puppies up, and the reason we use this little bin, you see, Beyonce doesn't want to be away from her puppies, but we also don't want to have to watch every single thing that Beyonce does for the next 24 hours. So what we do is when they're not feeding, we'll put them inside this basket. And what this does is it keeps them all warm together because their bodies are all side by side. And it gives her a break. It allows her to rest. And we don't have to worry about her rolling over onto the puppies and smushing them. Yes, we have bumpers. Yes, we're very cautious, but moms get tired and sometimes they don't know that they're laying on a puppy, and it's a horrible, horrible, horrible day when you come in there to make your count and you can't find one and you found out that she laid on one. So this basket prevents that. She doesn't get anxiety because she can look over and see that her puppies are there, and then we don't get anxiety because she's not gonna fall on them. So what are you going to do?
You mean to take this out or her out? I can put them right there.
Feed it right in there.
You mean to leave them in here?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Or you can just you can leave it in there.
It's just hot.
Oh, you wanted to bring them out? Oh, you can bring them out so you can put them on the heat lamp. That's fine. That's fine. So what Sarah's doing here is she's trying to let Beyonce get a little bit of a break. So for those of you on YouTube, I'm gonna have to back you up a little bit.
But I actually know I'll do it on the side.
Well, on the YouTube, they won't be able to see it.
Okay.
So I got you. Give me a second, guys. Let me just see if I can move this.
Bear with us.
I got you. What she's doing right now is she's gonna set these puppies up under a heat lamp.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. So she's gonna set the puppies up under a heat lamp while she gives Beyonce a break because it's really hot in there, and Beyonce needs to just be able to cool down a little bit. Hey, Sarah, you can slam them puppies down, girl.
Not really.
Yeah,
was it hard?
No, that was hard.
Well, it has a bunch of pads underneath there.
Sarah just slammed them puppies down.
I did not slam them.
It's okay. It's okay.
They're not hurt.
A little roller coaster ride. All right.
Oh,
hey, you see, you guys at home, I'm gonna tell you a little story so you can laugh. Y'all see Sarah's wearing socks tonight, right? Y'all see she's wearing socks, right? You know why Sarah's wearing socks? She don't want y'all to see that big toe that I was making fun of yesterday. She was like, hey, yesterday I started making fun of her big toe and she was mad, boy. Hey. She's like, I know you didn't just get on live and tell people I got a big toe. And I was like, I sure did.
I never know.
I sure did, Sarah. Told him about that big old toe. Look, when Sarah walks with no toes on, her big toe just goes. All the feet are like this, right? But when she walks, her big toe is like, that thing's like, boom. Her big toe be looking to grab something.
You're
It is funny though. It's true. Okay. Let's do. All right. So we got bandanas. How about guy bandanas? If you haven't won anything tonight, and you want a guy bandana,
they'll pick the hat and
no, they're gonna pick the hats. They're gonna message me on Facebook, and then I'm gonna message them back and call them and let them choose a hat. So, and I'll let them choose a shirt too. But whoever hasn't won a bandana and is a man, Prince, is you asking me about a cooling mechanism? No, moms that do that a lot. Well, it's normal. The pups take a lot out of them. They need to be kept an eye on the temperature. They need to eat puppy food or take calcium. King Willie, I appreciate you saying that. You're absolutely right. For the ones that are having calcium deficiency issues, you can give them calcium. Fortunately for us, we don't have that problem. You can tell when you're doing the x-rays on the puppy, on the mother, if the puppy's skeletal structure is pretty good, especially at like day 55. They have a good, strong skeletal structure in the x-ray, then you know that they're not having problems with calcium. And so it should be good. Thank you, King Willie, for that. We really appreciate it. And then the mom's breathing like that because she just had all those puppies sucking on her nipples, and you know, she's trying to get a little break. Plus, she had heat lamps on her. So that's why we remove the puppies from that area and give her a little breather, and she'll get back to normal. It's very common for this to happen when they're in this situation. The kennel, the whelping pen, for those of you that are wondering, I'm sorry guys, I'm doing YouTube and I'm doing this at the same time. The whelping pen is a DuraWhelp pen. They're great. We've had it for a long time. We got it from some good friends in Alabama. that were doing breedings back in the day. Have been with us for a while, and so that whelping pen, we've had it for almost 10 years. It is about time to upgrade. We did get a new whelping pen that David from Manmade Kennels designed us, but it's too nice to pull out. We might pull it out when the puppies get a little bit older, but it's so nice. It's got like LED lights. It's got USB plug-ins so that you can charge your phone while you're watching the puppies play. It's pretty cool whelping pen, but we're not yet ready to bust that thing out, which we will soon. So again, Michael, you want one? Got you. Michael, you're done. Just send us a message and let us know that you want the bandana. Let me see who else we got. Anybody else on there said you want one? Where'd you get that playpen from? So the actual gate itself, again, is called a retriever gate. We got it at Tractor Supply. For those of you that don't know what Tractor Supply is, it is a awesome feed store in most places in the United States. If you can't find it, you can always just call us and we'll find something close to you or a feed store close to you that's got all the products that you need. Remember, a lot of things that you need for your dog, you can find through horse products. So the horse products that we like to use are things like skin and coat. If you have problems with bacteria on your dog's skin, a lot of the horse shampoos are really good for that. A lot of the oils that you need for your dog's skin and coat are good. And then what else are some good things that we always like to keep on hand? Oh, the Jolly Balls. You can get Jolly Balls, which are used for horses to play. Our big dogs love Jolly Balls because they're a little bit hard for them to tear up. And then if you guys ever have any questions, like I don't know I can't really think off the top of my head because there's so many things that we've learned over the years. I couldn't pinpoint one, but Sarah, you can always call us. Like we're down to answer any question anytime. And right now, like Sarah's got some cool ground beef, and it's cold. It's just straight out the refrigerator. You want to bring it over here? Can we show them real quick? This is cold ground beef straight out the refrigerator. Why am I feeding this to her? Because I want to cool her off. This is cold ground beef straight out the refrigerator, right? And we want to cool her off, and she loves it. And if anybody's getting mad that we're doing this, just know that we've been doing this for 14 years. 14 years. We have not had any problems with our dogs ever. They haven't become more aggressive. They haven't been around the meat. They start wanting to eat my children. There's no bad things that have come from doing this at all. Not even a little bit. No. But we do feed meat. We feed salmon. We feed beef hearts. We try to do the easy basics whenever we have lives because Sarah will destroy our kitchen making the month's food. And she literally has it looks like a crazy kitchen full of ingredients and chopped up, and I can't stand it.
It's a whole day to prepare everything.
But she prepares everything, then packages it up, and we have 3 deep freezers here at this house. So she'll fill the deep freezers up, and these dogs get to eat good. But right now, what she's going to do is she's just going to give her some ground beef because she's sure that she'll like it. And she's going to like that. She's going to eat this ground beef. She's going to tear it up, and her stomach's going to be a little bit cooler. It's going to cool her down. I know, Eddie, I heard about that sofa. What'd you hear about the sofa?
Who?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so one of my dogs, for those of you that have been paying attention, we have a dog named Leo. Oh. And I have a very expensive sofa set, or we had a very expensive sofa set at our house, like a very expensive sofa set. And Leo decided to jump up on my sofa set and bless each of the love seats, the long one. He got up there and he blessed it with holy water. And then he decided to chew the cup holders because my kids, they put all types of foods and on the seat when they're eating. And there was a little bit of a chicken or beef jerky or something in there. Oh, I'm just trying to give him a good reason not to want to kick his butt. There was no chicken. I wanted to kick his butt, let me just say. But he destroyed my couch.
Yeah, he didn't just a little.
And then Sarah doesn't tell nobody because I just got out of surgery. I had got out of surgery. And Sarah didn't want me to be upset because I was so happy. So she just left it like that for a week. And I come into the living room and I'm like, yo, what is that smell? She's like, I used Road
Not the
Doctor.
smell. I didn't leave the smell
She
in there
tried.
for a week.
I
Now
could
you
smell
do
it. She left it in there for like 3 days.
Okay.
But I smelled it, and then we had to dump. We had to get rid of those expensive couches. And Sarah, being a beast, because I have a broken neck. For those of you that don't know, my neck was broken. I had herniated discs, and I had to get bone graft done. But what ended up happening is Sarah had to pick those giant things up, and y'all can't see Sarah's arms.
Don't even. Why are you?
Y'all can't see Sarah's arms.
My toes.
But let me just say,
Like,
Sarah, she's like, if she eats a can of spinach,
you're so
it's game over. She is Popeye. She will throw me halfway across this house with one arm. Look at that bicep,
Hey,
y'all.
stop.
Y'all don't
We're
ever
not-
pay attention to that bicep.
Stop.
But that bicep is a beast. All right. That's how she handles all the dogs. And she ate that whole plate, right? Let me just show them. Look, that whole plate
Wash
gone,
my
clean.
hands.
And she's healthy and happy.
Yes, she's happy.
All right. And so we don't like to change up her diet very much at this age.
Especially right now. While
Right now,
eating
she's getting
that's
chicken.
another nightmare.
She's getting dog food, she's getting ground beef, and she's getting bully egg water. And that's about all she's getting right now.
Lots of water.
And she'll get ice treats too. We did make ice treats.
Oh yeah, with the.
So my daughter makes her ice treats. She does, like I was saying earlier, scratch cornea, so we have to put cream on that.
Yeah.
It's antibiotic cream that you put on that eye, it'll get better. Heat's not good for eyes that are doing that. For those of you at home, if you have a dog that's having a problem with the eye, try to keep them out of the heat. And I think we got to get off of here.
Yeah.
I'll give away one more thing. Look, somebody at home that wants something from us and watch this video live. Let's just say, whoever can tag, the first person to tag 5 people will get a hoodie. All right? If you tag 5 people, leave me a message saying I tagged 5 people. First person to send me that message, because it's going to be more than one person. First person to send me that message is going to get a hoodie. All right? God bless, guys. What does the Diana look like?
10 o'clock.
We love you guys. Love you very much. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you soon. You can call us. Thanks for watching. You can call us anytime. manmadekennels.com. And on the count of 3, everybody at home, you can say it with us. 1, 2, 3. Peace. Man-made kennels.
Wait, water.